Hi everybody, I'm the new Dennis Woodruff. Welcome to my show!
Apologize in advance for the poor condition of The Ruining. The Ruining is a wonderful film, but unfortunately many tragedies befell it, causing the negative to be scratched, causing much of the negative to be lost. We at Troma did our very best to refurbish the film, to reconstitute the film, to clean it, to restore it. Obviously we have failed in many parts. We apologize for the poor quality, but the choice came down to either we'd have a poor quality looking DVD of The Ruining, or we would have no DVD of The Ruining. And we feel that The Ruining is a masterpiece, and it should be seen by as many people as possible. So here we give you The Ruining, and we hope that film history will appreciate what we have done.
Check it out, David Hasselhoff. It's Hauser. Wings Hauser. I mean, do I actually look like some tall, tan, golden boy who runs up and down the beach in slow motion in tiny, tight trunks, huh? Is that what I look like? Wrong, huh? Does this look like Pamela Anderson?
No, sir.
No, sir, what?
No, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Hauser.
I got your edge right here, Mr. Hauser.
No! Daddy! Daddy! Everything's like me with you!
Oh, come here.
I hate you! I hate you! No!
Appreciate it.
Rot in hell! You're gonna die alone! You rot in hell!
The Ruining was a really cool independent film that I made about 10 years ago with Chris Burgess, and it was actually eventually picked up by Troma. Lloyd Kaufman really liked it. He said it was a genius work of art, like a Dean movie. And I was actually living in my car at the time, and Chris came up to me on the street and he said, "Listen, man, I want you to be in my movie, man. You're cool." And I was like, I think I was drunk at the time, and he came back 3 days later, and I was living in my trailer in my car. And like I said, it was in the old days, and I was hungry and I was desperate, and not totally desperate, but appreciating a break and thinking it should happen. And he told me about this really cool part in this independent film. It turned out later that the line producer spent $20,000 and skipped town and got arrested, and it was barely made, and it was barely finished, as I recall. A lot of horror stories in Hollywood around it, and it wasn't, it was some good people, but one bad apple, one bad seed. And subsequently later on, 10 years later, I run into his sister, who I never met, and she gives me a copy of the movie, or she said she could get one. and I said I would be very appreciative. It's one of the treasures that I remember, a good speaking part that I got in a fair way. And I always thought Hollywood should be like that. It's just people making movies could admire people and walk up to them and say, hey, no BS, man, I want you in my movie. And then you get a really cool part. And if you look at me, I'm working with Wings Hauser in a really cool independent film. It was kind of scratchy and stuff, but they actually brought it to the big screen.
Slow motion in tiny, tight trunks, huh? Is that what I look like? Wrong, huh? Does this look like Pamela Anderson?
No, sir.
No, sir, what?
No, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Hauser.
I'm a damn good actor, you know? I can even say that in a proud way. This is no BS, you know? I really know how to deliver.